I've grabbed JR's head now, and I've turned it. I said, listen, go that way. He's gone that way now, but then he's thought to himself, hold on, man, I don't like this. So he's come back to me. He said, Dad, how would you like if I did it to you? And he's gone and grabbed my head.
That's
my head.
That's cheeky.
Bro, I spun him around. I showed my hand to God.
Wow, yeah.
What's happening, people? Welcome to Added Value Podcast, the biggest show on the net. I'm Jason, the self-titled superstar Jay.
I'm J. Ron, big up the family, big up the tenants, you know.
I'm Shah, the realest queen on the seat.
I'm your boy Manolo, the MVP, back for the 10th, not even the 10th, the 22nd time. You know what I mean? Yeah, they just keep wanting me up. They put me up front. I'm better than Mo Salah. I'm better than Haaland. I'm better than even Henry was on the pitch.
Oh,
better than Ronaldo. Better than Messi. You know what I mean?
I know,
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Top
Top striker. 40 a season, 42 a season.
Yeah, man. Always positivity, always upliftment, always ready for a path to go forward, yeah? Added value. What are we talking about this week? Right now, we're talking about black on black crime. It's been taking a back seat because of all the war and everything that's going on. But normally in the media, all you hear about is black youths. What would we call them? The YNs or the YGs or whatever.
Starter pack.
running around with these big long knives, you know what I mean, and doing up foolishness. At one point it was area wars, then it was postcode wars. But yeah, I think this is.
I think now it's just any war.
Yeah.
If you look at me wrong, like now you want to fight me, stab me, kill me, for what?
It's crazy, isn't it? And then obviously I think the last one that was like mainstream in the media was the carnival stabbing, the woman that got stabbed in carnival.
With her was it her daughter?
Yeah,
With her
that
daughter.
was bad, man.
That was obviously.
And over what? What was that? I still don't understand that one.
Maybe mistaken identity. No, not even mistaken
No,
identity.
No, did she
Probably
say
tried to
something?
get something.
She upset him.
Is it?
And his ego was bruised.
Why? Because
They stabbed the woman.
there was two things that he lost, and I think
Two.
one in Carnival last year. There's the
chef
guy.
the chef.
How did you
But one of them was mental health. I don't know. I can't remember which one was which.
Anyone stabbing anyone is mental health.
But the guy got charged, isn't he? The one with the mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in jail. He's got life or something.
I don't think I don't think you can stab anyone in England again and not get catch.
Maybe in
Of course you
England,
can,
Carnival. Imagine how can you stab someone in Carnival?
Of course you can. You can do a
and
lot
not
in
get
it.
catch.
You can do a lot in England and not get catch.
Right.
But you just go.
No, but Carnival's crazy.
But
The cameras,
Carnival, you can. Carnival is even the place where you can do stuff and not get catch.
We say that is the spot.
I suppose because there's big crowds, like you just hide.
Yeah.
But do you know what it
But
is?
you gotta understand
Social media. Everyone's got phones
the
now.
feds are in the buildings. The feds are in the
But
buildings
remember-
looking down at people as well.
No,
now,
but you cannot see that, bro. Like, you see, we're in close proximity walking. Yeah. Something could happen. All it takes is a split second for you to do something.
But then it was
keep
an
it
altercation,
moving.
so it was a long time. It was a
No, but what I'm
argument.
saying, even if it's altercation or not, you could see an op that you don't like. What? Oh, my man ain't seen me. Before you get closer,
okay. Yeah.
and gone.
Yeah,
You don't even know who stabbed him.
No, yeah, of course,
You get
like
what I'm saying?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
Allegedly, I don't know.
in
I'm
that
just saying,
situation,
yeah.
in that situation, obviously, it was for everyone to see. It was
That
a
was
big commotion.
That was bad, man. That
And
was
all
real
because, obviously, I don't know what he'd done to her, why she was upset, arguing. Regardless, she didn't deserve to be
bad.
stabbed.
Come on,
and
man.
killed.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
That's
all
bad.
right.
Give her a hot slap in her face.
Not even. It's carnival. Like, everyone's in a high spirits. Just
Silly.
keep it moving, man. Innit? There's nothing you can do.
But the reason why I wanted to address black on black crime was actually Charlene brought it up. But the reason why I really want to address it as well is because I think even the phrase black on black crime is wrong and bad and oppressive. Because yes, black people are killing black people, but if we're looking at the statistics, white people are killing white people, brown people are killing brown people. So what is black on black crime? It's just crime.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's this crime, but it's also a way to always keep the community down. Like, they don't rate black people, so they're gonna make it as shit as they can.
And we're not saying they like it's woo woo. The media.
media.
That's who's starting this.
They know what to know what to do when they release. Look at the guy, that little boy that got stabbed. Last year.
By the white boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do they? What did they say?
But he's been convicted now.
It was so
A
disrespectful
white
to
boy.
the kids. Like, I don't think they said gang, but they said something that I thought, this is a school kid.
Yeah, they
going
find
to
ways
school.
to do silly stuff, and
I actually sent in a complaint to the Sun.
bro, I don't. Yeah, but that's why the Sun has been able to
That's
survive.
not right, because
The Sun has been able to survive so long because of that. That's how they make their money.
Yeah, they do bare fucking.
listen, if I was that mum, I would have kicked down the Sun door and kicked them all down, because my child.
Yeah. So crime is basically a local thing. You know, a lot of violence and whatever is happening so if you get attacked, it's more than likely somebody that you know. So that's why
Bro, I lived on Holland Park Road for a bit, and sorry, I lived in Holland Park Road for a bit, and then on the right side was Kensington Olympia, bro. Yeah, have you seen the houses that are there? If you see the white boys that are playing, young boys playing nicely outside on a nice porch, everything, no problem, no stress, no worry, no doubt, no fear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do get what you're saying when you're saying it is like an area thing or a class thing, but there's crime everywhere, bro.
There's crime everywhere.
Literally, that's
And
the
down
point.
the chain, bro.
That's the point that we're
There's
making.
crime everywhere.
Yeah, even in politics.
Well, that's another factor as well, because it's about there's the economic factors, but there's a class of crime as well. So obviously in America they got white collar crime and blue collar crime. So obviously
Blue collar.
So blue collar in America is just basically the working class.
Oh.
So white collar is in the office job. So fraud is a white collar crime.
Oh, okay.
Theft will be blue
collar
collar.
crime. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've got the class of crime. So again, going back to the media, they're going to focus on what America will call the blue collar crime. But when a man's doing fraud up in the banks and stuff there, they ain't got the same kind of stigma there. So that's also a thing when you talk about black on black crime. It's the highlighting of certain crimes. Yeah. So it's not murder. It's knife crime. Because now it's a black thing when you say you're talking knife crime. But if you're talking about poisoning,
murder.
That poisoning, that ain't us. You know what I mean? That's another race that's going to do the poisoning. So it's dissecting.
So they got to be specific.
Yeah.
About making it knife crime. So then that's only us that's doing
because the way the media's portrayed it, they don't have to say it's black people. You just know.
Wait,
you understand?
But no,
that's true though.
I think you know if they don't say black gang member or gang or whatever, then you know. When they say dad. Dad killed. Then you know that's a white man. That's a straight white man.
Father of two. So it's not even funny, but it's true.
No, but the media do a good job of it, because I remember I was telling you just today, Jerome, that I was arguing with somebody at work, and basically was talking about, this is what it was, the disproportionate stop and search of black people to white people. And then my man was saying to me, the reason why you lot are being disproportionately stop and search because you lot commit more crime. And I tried not to get angry with him and just tried to even get his reasoning. So I said, explain to me what you're talking about. He said, it's obviously black boys that are walking around with these knives and doing more crimes and whatever. So I said to him, all right, do me a favor. You got a phone right there. Just look on your phone and look up who's more in prison for certain things when it comes to black people and white people. The guy come back to me the next day, basically on his knees, apologizing. Jason, do you know what? You're right. I apologize. I'm so sorry. X, Y, because
the media got to him.
The media got to him. And it's not his fault. Even though I'm angry, thinking, how dare you say that? But
the media will make you think that every crime on the road is just black people. Black people are doing everything.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
It's really bad, man. Especially even football players or sportsmen. Like in any sport they do, like just let something happen and it's a black thing. Let them lose. It's the black guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Listen, when what was it, the World Cup?
Yeah.
Saka was not taking the penalty, boy.
Yeah, they don't want to do that. Yeah.
Black guys, just Stay Let the white folks do it.
And
so when they lose that, they can't play us.
And you know who they finished like that? Rashford. They finished him like that, which is bad.
Do you know? But I can't lie. That was kind of crazy still, because in the Euro, I think it was the Euros, isn't it?
It was the Euros, yeah.
England took 5 penalties. The first 2 was the white men. They both scored, and the 3 black men missed it.
I don't know what happened.
It's a mad thing still. I can't lie. Could you imagine if that was Jamaica or Nigeria?
Yeah, they would have
Could you
finished
imagine
it.
that?
Right.
But imagine if it was Jamaica and Nigeria, and we was in the final.
But you know, Italy shot.
And the three black men scored, and there's 2 white men.
But you know, Italy shot one of their players like that. You know, back in the day, right.
Certain countries they don't mess
World
about.
Cup. Mama Mr. Penny in the World Cup final, they shot him when he came back.
But just going back to black on black crime, I just think I was going back and I was thinking like, why are these black boys turning on each other?
Yeah.
And then something just hit me like a wave to say, Jason, what the hell's the matter with you? When you was younger, who do you think you was fighting with?
Yeah.
So I was thinking, so I remember I was in Lewisham, and there's a certain estate we all used to go there, from loads of us from loads of areas, from Deptford, from New Cross, from Brockley. Loads of us used to just go to this area, and we're there now.
What's the area?
It's just Lewisham, just right. I can't even explain it.
School.
If I break it down
School.
Yeah, it's not far from our school.
Oh.
So we're in the area now, and then we're all chilling. Sometimes we'll play football. Sometimes we'll just be doing nothing, just chilling. Just something to do, because there was, it was like them time there. So what's happened now is one of my friends have come, and he's come in a Volkswagen Polo, and these times there, if you had a Volkswagen Polo, you was saying stuff. You get me? So he's come now, and then there were some other guys from Deptford. So we're all chilling and whatever, calm. And then my man's come in the Polo, and then he dipped again. And then as he's left now, everybody's like, "Oh, who's that guy? Oh, that's my brethren Shay, rare. They're like, "Yeah, man, next time he comes, I'm gonna rob him." So I said to them, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Yeah, man, I don't like the way he come around there, you get me, showing off. But you don't like the way he came in a car and left again." And then he's like, "Yeah, man, get me, and if you've got a problem with that, get me, you can get it too." So I'm there, bro. And remember, do you know what music's popping off these times? This is 50 Cent. Like, anyone's disrespect anybody with doing this, and we're low-key now and whatever. And I'm gassed. I'm a G-Unit member. You get me? So I'm like, bro, are you mad? Like, now I'm sitting on the wall. I've jumped off the wall, and I'm ready to fight for this guy now in the Polo that's locked out. Yeah, I'm like, well, that's my guy. Let's fight.
I don't even know what's even know what's happening.
So anyway, it was noise now. That's only noise. But then fast forward, we've gone back, and then my guy in the Polo, he's heard and he's found out whatever. And then, bro, we're all plotting to go and ride on these people now. They're plotting to ride on us now. Bro, do you know how dumb this is, bro?
Just because my man drove by in the Polo.
Just because, and then
Stupid.
I'm thinking about how stupid I am, bro, because I'm there fighting.
No,
and the guy now in the Polo, I don't even like him again. I don't know. Like, wait, bro,
that don't matter. Watch this. You done the right thing. You done the right. That's what a real.
What, to ride out for my brethren?
It don't matter, bro. It don't matter,
bro.
That's not the right thing.
Do you know I say it's the right thing? Watch this.
Why is that the right thing, Steve?
Because your brethren has come by to check you. Yeah. Your brethren come by to check you.
No, he ain't come to check me. He's come to the area. We all go to that area to chill. Yes, he is my friend, but we're all there chilling. He ain't come to check me.
He didn't come to see you.
He
was just driving
he's
past.
He's part of the guys.
And said,
He's just part of the guys, bro.
Yeah. So he's come. Alright, cool. So he's come by to see you, yeah, and your friend has moved to him, like, or tried to say that he's gonna rob him, yeah.
Yeah.
And you've jumped off the wall and had his back.
Yeah.
That's what you should do, bro. Because if that was you, your friend should do that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because that's your friend, isn't it? If they can do that to your friend, they can do that to you. So it's good you confronted the issue head on there and then. That's all I'm saying, innit?
Bro, all the fights and robberies.
But we do stuff and we don't talk to people no more.
And Grand Theft Autos and everything we did after that, bro. I don't know if it was worth me just jumping off the wall like that, bro. It was great, right? Because obviously I'm from Lucian. I'm fighting the whole of Deptford. So you must know how it goes. If I've moved to a man from Deptford now, you can't just move to a man from Deptford. That now you've moved to the area. So everybody from Deptford now wants to know what Jason did. What? I can't we all, bro? The whole of Deptford was riding out to my area sometimes. Well, that's what it felt like anyway. I've got Deptford riding out to my area, bro. Man that we went to school with was coming and pulling up, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing here, bro? Oh, is it Jay? What's going on? No, bro, we can't fight Jay. What's going on, guys? But then the other guys are overpowering him. Bro, what are you talking about? We don't care if it's him. Whatever, we're riding out. Bro, it was crazy, bro, because my man come and showed off in his car, bro, and I'm there jumping off the wall like some idiot on some egotistical, foolish... I was a teenager.
And then, so you think back to teenager and to now, what's changed?
Nothing's changed. That's the point that I'm making. I'm saying to myself, why are these kids going and fighting people that look like them?
Because they're being groomed.
But it's not even just that. Some of these this is the polarization of what and understanding that what we have. Or if somebody disrespects you, you're supposed to defend that immediately.
I think.
Yeah, but wait, because there was no disrespect there. The guy just pulled up in his whip, his nice car. So you're just jealous now. You just red eye because he's got a nice car and you haven't. Yeah,
I think it's two things. I think it's the locality. So obviously just location. Obviously you're all the areas that black people in tend to be high numbers of black people. So crime is going to be against black people, just black people in the area. So there's that factor, but also in terms of just the lack of respect. I don't think it's self-hate because people put on self-hate and say it's self-hate. I don't think it's self-hate. I think it's a lack of self-respect. I think when you see another black person, if it's a white person pulling up, there's a more expectation that, no, that's normal for him to be pulling up. Mm. When he's pulling up in the Polish, like, what's that black man, subconsciously, what's that black man doing pulling up in the, he's stunting on me because he's the same colour as me and I ain't got that. But he's got it, so he's stunting on me. But if a white guy
go get a job.
If a white guy pulls up, there's like, it just makes sense.
That's something they don't want to do.
It just makes sense. It don't feel like he's stunting on me because it just makes sense. That's normal.
If he's in a normal car,
I don't even know if it's even that, because think of these kids now that are out there, they're on the roads, they're selling drugs, like they're making money. They can afford to get nice stuff and whatever, but they will have these nice stuff and still be hating on other people who have nice stuff.
No,
why?
That's not what happens. The reason why people are making money and some make more money than others is because of fear. So if you're controlling the area and you're basically selling drugs in that area, you have to control that area and make sure nobody else comes into that area and starts selling as well, because if they start taking half the market, that's half your profit margin gone. So now you're back into a thing where only violence makes you keep the amount of money coming in that you're getting.
Okay, but what about...
Is that true, Charles?
What about the
innocent... Why are you asking me? He's asking me, man. I don't know. He's not asking me. Where did I become?
No, because obviously... no, but sitting here, you're the person closest to me and our environment. Yeah. That we were in. We're not in that environment no more. And the reason why I want to speak about it and talk about our old environments, so we can't make the same mistakes again.
Facts, and the younger ones don't make the same mistake.
Bro, I've got an 11-year-old son, and I'm having a conversation with him, bro. This is what I did. It was stupid. Don't do the same thing. How much money do you need? Let me try and
that's what I do.
And obviously, but money's not going to fix everything. But I know the conversations that I have with him will help fix it.
Also, as well, it's like when they're going off into secondary school now, they're meeting new friends, and some of these friends, they've already been groomed. So now they're going to try pull your child in to their world, and depending on your son's mindset, he could get roped in, or he could be like, you know what, that like...
Which takes us back to the previous episode about co-parenting. Dads, you need to look after your sons. You get me? And your daughters as well. But it takes two. Mum can't police the thing on her own. It takes both of them.
It takes two, but again, you could have a 2-parent household and your child is still out on the road doing these things.
But... Yeah, that is true. But if we go to the statistics, because obviously my wife works in a school and does Senko and all of those things. The statistics show that the majority of these things that are happening in single parent homes.
No, I agree. Also, children that are in care, they latch onto the ones that are in care because they have no families, they have no love, so they kind of pull them in, take them on, groom them, make them think they can get anything in the world, and now they're lost.
And it's a classism thing as well, you know, because yes, when I was younger, I was listening to gangster music, watching gangster films, and go opening my front door and seeing gangster stuff. These other kids with higher that are in higher classes, they're watching and seeing the same things that I'm seeing. But you know what they're also doing? Going skiing, going tennis, doing going on holidays. So they're not fully engrossed in that lifestyle.
They're not in it at all. And I think for all of us, we've all grown up in London, and I don't think none of us know the extent of how crazy these cities are. If you compare it to like growing up in towns and villages, it's a completely different lifestyle. Like the way we have to act in school, as much as I weren't knee deep in any madness like that, just the lifestyle of going up in school in London, like the energy you have to keep, like to not carry yourself as a victim, to not be a victim. You have to worry about no one not taking your phone and all that stuff.
So much things.
The lifestyle is crazy. So when you talk about classism and economics and that stuff, it's just where we are is actually a jungle. And that's not to say that it's all
Concrete
murder.
jungle.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's all murder and rare. But it's actually a jungle. Like the level of stress that children are going through on a day-to-day, just living in these certain areas, it's just a completely there's a different lifestyle that most people are living, even in this country.
As parents, you've got to get your kid out of there. If I know I live in, like, I know where I live, and, you know, eventually I will move, but it's not as bad as some areas. And certain areas I'm living, if I'm seeing, like, especially with our children, we know what our children are doing. I'm sorry, as parents, if my child comes home and he's always got money, or he's always got new trainers, or he's got things that I know I haven't given to him, like, you must be on the road running around, because how the hell did you get that?
Jugging, obviously.
And I always say to him, if anybody offers you even a chip, you tell them no. Yeah, because you ain't owe nobody nothing, yeah? If you need something, you come to me. Don't be taking no money coming home.
Your dad, you got to, yeah.
Or his dad, whatever.
Yeah.
But don't be coming home with something that you didn't get from me or your father, because that means you're on the roads. And if you're on the road, you're not doing nothing good.
Yeah, that it was a rule.
And parents have to be accountable for that, because, like, not to be disrespectful to anybody's, like, parents or children, people like to say that they didn't know their child was doing this. They didn't know. But come on, there were signs. Sorry, there were signs. When he was giving you that £50 that you maybe put towards your dinner that night, where did he get it from? You have to question the children. I don't care. If you live under my roof, you're going to be questioned until you move out.
Which goes back again to co-parenting. No, because mum's tired. She's probably worked 2 shifts. Do you think she's got time to be policing everything that's going on? Do you know what I mean?
You don't want to police, but the one that we live in today, seriously, I have to ensure.
My mum told me, do not bring nothing home that I didn't give you or didn't come from this house. And I remember I swapped. So I had a computer game and I swapped it with my friend, and I brought the computer game home. And my mum's like, where'd you get this from? I'm like, no, I swapped my old. My mum said, you better go to his house now. And my man's gone home. I don't know where he lives. I have to see him the next day in school. So I've had to leave the house, hide the game somewhere, stash it in the bush, just so I can wake up in the morning and then take it back to school and give him back his thing.
But Shah said she would tell her child, don't take nothing for no one, not even a chip. Yeah. And something you said earlier before, if that child is hungry and his mum,
he must call me and say,
no,
Mum.
but that's what I'm saying. But that's the position your son's in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where he knows he can call you.
That's even got credit.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that he's got credit.
He's got contract.
The fact that credit. The fact that he's got contract. He's bridging back.
Credit, you better fly a pigeon.
He's bridging right next to him.
Most calls.
And he's bridging right next to him. Can't even call his mum, more or less, ask for money because he ain't got no credit on his phone. So, as you said, it's co-parenting, obviously, it's all economics, isn't it? So, I was going to ask you saying that your mum said don't swap nothing and whatever. Did you feel like
Bro, I had to do, even though my mum did a great job of policing, but there was always a way around everything. So I used to go around my mum and do
But did you feel
loads
like
of
you was
stuff.
in need?
Do you know what? I did feel like I was in need. I wasn't in need though, but I did feel like I was in need. I didn't always have the latest trainers, and I felt like I was in need of the latest trainers. I didn't always have the latest computer game or whatever, and I felt like I was in need. But the reality is, no, I was not in need. That was I fed? Yes. Did I have clothes on my back? Yes. Were the bills paid in the household? Yes, they were. But I did feel like I was in need, so I did go and do stuff to get the stuff that I felt like I needed at
I
the
suppose
time.
everyone's looking at what everyone has. So if I'm the one that don't have nothing, and you man are all good trainers, good clothes, I'm gonna be hungry now for it. So if someone's gonna say, look, listen, go and sell this, I'll give you £100 for it. What? I'm on it because now I can go get my trainers.
I remember one time I used to go to my cousins and that in East, yeah, and they used to say to me, "You was coming around there dressing like a pecker mute, man, with hoodies and jeans and tracksuits and that." And then this was in Ilford, and there was a shop called Zoo, like at the bottom. And then yeah, we used to go down there, and then these man, yeah, I used to see them splashing, bro. Splashing,
Yeah,
bro.
I know which one you're talking about. Them designer clothes.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Them man are splashing. Shout out you guys. You know who you are. I don't want to say it because remember last time I shouted, you said you couldn't cut the thing. So let me not shout it.
You can shout whoever you want.
Yeah, true. Shout out you, man.
shout
Anyway,
at
that used to
them.
live there, Ilford, lot, that the Hackney man family. You might know. Anyway, go to shop. The man are splashing, and I used to go back to Peckham. They say, these guys. How they doing this? They'll be changing 2-3 times in a day. Bro, I swear down. So obviously, that kind of led to me getting in trouble doing what I was doing. You know what I mean? To try and not keep up, but it's just a lifestyle that was all keeping up in it. Obviously, they got in trouble with what they was doing, but it's just like what you're saying. Literally, you watch people and then you want what they want, and it's hard to
The
keep up.
maddest thing is, the maddest thing is, when we was growing up, it was Versace, it was Armani,
Moschino.
Moschino.
Yeah.
Was it?
These brands,
Avrex.
these brands still exist.
Yeah.
But these are the B, C, D brands. These are some sign.
What's that
You
one?
mean you can bust on some machine?
I know. Iceberg.
You can flex on some
Iceberg was
machine
the
today.
thing.
Iceberg was the thing.
Iceberg.
Yeah, Iceberg. You couldn't.
You can flex on anyone today, machine.
No. Versace was the
No,
one.
you can still. You can.
You
still.
can.
The point John's making is what you were stressing out about £200 is
nothing.
Nothing compared to that.
Not even half the price of their thing now.
what he's talking about. I
But
remember
the money's different.
Ren rang me. He
So
said,
that's
"Jay, I
250.
have to bus you." I said, "Go on and bus me." He said, "Yeah, man. Look at this website, man. All of these cheap Prada jackets." I said, "What cheap Prada jacket?" I'm thinking, "All right, cool." Hey,
He's gonna wear it. Stun. Yeah, he's gonna stun on the man there with the red.
You're the part of the jacket, babe.
He's got the red. He's got the red.
Jason, what size are you?
bro, when they're saying discount, it's still £1,500 for a jacket, bro.
Yeah, that's not.
Bro, I didn't pass that.
That's not cheap.
I can't believe it. Ren, you set me up. That was never happening. That was crazy.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how they spend so much money on all the designer gear. Seriously.
I don't know how. No, I know how he did
And
it.
that's why they're hustling so hard because they have to keep up with their parents and spend thousands of pounds.
Influence is crazy as well, you know, because I remember this is later on in life. So this is Intent 1, the movie Intent 1.
The one that you done,
yeah, it's out, yeah. And I'm with some people, yeah, and they're talking prison stories. And these are like rappers and influential people, and they're like, yeah, when I was in jail, you get me, it was rough, man. I remember there was no heater, you had to warm up on the pipe. You know the pipe in the jail to warm up. So he's told his story. I'm like, that's cold. And then another man, he's telling his jail story. That's cold. And then it's not come round to me for me to tell a story, but like everyone's told their story, and I'm thinking to myself, Jay, you're a waste, man. You ain't been jail. I'm thinking, bro, it's only when I've got home that I be like, it's hold on a minute.
They're waste men. They're the waste men. They're the waste men. Yeah.
No,
Jay said that. So true, so true.
I thought he was going to say he made up a story.
no, I
He
didn't.
said like he was in jail.
Hey, if you gave me 2 more minutes, I would have. I'd have made this story up still. Yeah, I mean, my story would have been a bad boy story.
But you know the mad thing is, with black people, they're able to sniff you out if you're lying.
Yeah,
Like your
100%. You
story.
can smell bullshit.
They're just literally detectives. They're all right, bro. So if you come up with a fake story, they'll sniff you out and be like, he's lying, man. He ain't been to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it goes back to influence is important because, as I said, 50 Cent was a heavy influence for me when I was coming up,
Me
and
too, man.
all he was talking about was riding on people. Do you know what I mean? Films, influential. All of these things are influential, but I think it goes back to in the classism thing that you're not fully immersed in that world, so you can break out of it. You can go to theaters, you can go on holidays, you can do things that take you out of the environment. When I was younger, I felt like I was only in that environment. When I open my front door, I'm in that environment. When I'm listening to music, I'm in that environment. When I go to school, as you said, I'm acting because this man is good. If he smells that I'm soft, he's on me. So when you're fully immersed in it, it's hard to get lost in the sauce.
Right.
Not to get lost in the
Yeah,
sauce.
right.
You know what I mean?
Boy, say the issues and dilemmas, boy.
Crazy.
Of life.
But even going back to just put some light on the women. They love a bad boy.
Bad, but
they love a bad boy.
They
They're
do.
not bad, man.
They do. Women do love bad guys because they give them that buzz, that fire in their belly, like.
Okay, shall I talk to you?
No, I'm just thinking back to like back in the day.
Yeah, reminiscing.
Is this true? Yeah. Is this true? Yeah. Is this true?
Young Shah, not.
We say
old
when you used to hide, hold my man's thing for him.
Never in life. That's not my story.
No, but there's
But yeah, there's just a difference, isn't it? When you're with, like, when you just want your man to be a man, innit? And sometimes, sorry, men, you're just not men. You just, I don't even know how to say it. You just give women the ick.
I see a nod. I see a nod in the background. Yeah.
Is she nodding? Yeah.
We get the ick, but I don't want no bad man because you can't do nothing for me. You're just gonna stress me out. Now you're in prison. I've got to come to prison, visit you. I've been there. I ain't doing that again. It's long.
let's talk about that, Shah. No, but
It's long. It's not a nice place. I don't want to see any of my family, my friends in that place, and especially my son. I have a son.
well, the reality is the nerds win later on in life. And,
Yeah, because they go back to the nerds.
But nobody wanted the nerds.
The nerd don't want them though, innit?
The maddest thing is who we're calling nerds, because
Yeah.
when you talk about black people, they ain't really nerds.
Yeah, there is.
Nah, there's intelligent. When you talk about what a nerd really is, because we remember if you don't stab someone, you're a good youth. I remember saying, yeah, nah, you're a good youth, man. Don't
Don't go that. Don't be like this. Don't be like
you're a
this.
good youth, yeah. And that's the next touch after that is a nerd. I think who we're calling nerds is they're not really. Like there's man with D's and E's and F's getting called nerds.
I just think there's good and there's bad.
Yeah.
Why can't it just be good and bad? That's it.
Well, when I was coming up, I used to read comic books, and I couldn't tell a girl that.
Well, now people love comics.
Yeah, now I can shine now, but
It's my standard.
when I was coming up, it were I couldn't tell. Yeah, it was comic books. I had to be telling people, yeah, man, my favorite TV shows, The Wire or something. Yeah,
Prison Break.
but again, it's the environment. But yeah, we spoke about whatever.
I don't think we really touched on black crime though. Like
Go on.
young boys, this killing young boys. I don't think we touched on that. Like you got these children out here, and they're children, killing other children for no reason, just because they live in South London or because their trainers look scatty or because they looked at them in a funny way. They want to kill them. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why are you killing your own people?
I think some of it again is if you live in a certain area, if you're not part of a certain gang, you're not in the protection.
Listen, yeah? Because you want to protect, you want to run around talking about postcode, yeah? The same postcode that you don't even own, yeah? You probably live in a council property, which you can be kicked out of. So now you're going to be kicked out of that postcode that you're trying to rep so hard for. For what? And you don't even own it. Are you going to kill children for what? For what? To go to prison anyway. It's silly.
Well, just quickly,
Sorry, children.
while I remember, I was thinking about how hot it's been over the last couple of days. But can you imagine how hot it in jail it must be?
Nah, mate.
Can you imagine?
Listen.
And that's when they put on the heater, you know.
Torture them, yes. Torture them, because you know what?
Bad man.
And do you know why it's so easy to commit so much crime as well? Because they go to prison, and some of them live better in prison than they are living out on
No.
bro.
Wait,
Some of
hold
them
on.
are living better in prison.
Did you say that in the heat wave they'll put the heating on?
Yeah. You see the stigma of people living good in prison more than someone else. It's a lie.
I don't think
The reason why they say that, yeah, is because they have a little bit of things.
if there's someone out there, yeah, that doesn't have any, let's say children from care homes, yeah, they don't really have no love, they don't have no structure in their life. They're probably running around the street, don't even want to go home, not eating well. Then they do a crime, they go to prison, they're getting fed, they've got a whole family of people now, they've got gym, access to gym, TV.
But you see what the way you're saying it, it's not like that. So
what is it not like?
Okay, so the TV you have to pay for.
Yeah, but I don't know about
You
all
got to pay
prisons.
for the television.
Yeah, you pay for television in prison.
Not all prison.
No, it's today years old.
It's not.
It comes off your money and you don't see it.
What?
It's like £2.50 a week, or £5 between £2.50 and £5 a week. It comes off your wages because electricity you're using from the prison.
Yeah, but same way you got
Basically,
paid.
when
But
they
same way you got
Yeah,
paid.
facts.
Okay, but it's £2.50 compared to what you have to pay in real life.
Definitely.
in your
Definitely,
yard.
but some people ain't earning nothing. Like you said, their families, they don't have no one. They're outside committing crime. See those people there, yeah, the way they live there, yeah. Hey, what you're saying, yeah, you won't even, you'll be like, oh, I'll take it back.
I feel like,
no
sorry,
shoes.
if you're in prison.
Wait, no shoes.
Some people walking around.
Yes,
no
but
shoes.
if you're
Some people are eating,
in
there's
prison.
no food. They don't have no food. So what happens is, she in prison, yeah, they'll feed you like twice a day. They're not feeding you 3 times a day. It's not 3 square meals. They'll feed you twice a day. Yeah, and then the food they're giving you is rubbish. It's like,
listen, you're not in there to have a good time. You're in there to
no,
have
but you want to
torture.
live. You want to live.
You
and
see, like if you
survive.
go to prison in Jamaica,
Torture, you know.
if you go to prison in Jamaica,
Yeah, people
you
have
ain't
to bring
ever
you
want to
food.
go. You don't want to go back there. Facts.
And even in,
So when you
even
go to
at
prison here, it should be the same thing. You got go to prison and say, "Boy, that is not for me. I do not want to go back to that place."
night.
Because
Yeah,
what
no,
they do
facts.
is they come out, they commit another crime, and they go back again because
No,
they don't
facts.
care because it's a holiday
No,
camp.
it's-
I don't know what happens in prison, but I don't want to go there.
Watch it. It's not holiday camp, yeah. The reason why I say it's not
A
holiday
holiday
camp.
camp.
No, it's not. Trust me, it's not holiday camp.
It's a holiday camp.
It's not for them. It's the lifestyle on the road that leads them back there. I'm sure they don't want to go to prison, but it's because of what they're mixed up in and they're wrapped up in. Yeah, it's just
I
inevitable.
don't care how wrapped up I am.
It's a
I am.
cycle.
If I go to prison, I know I don't want to be back there. So you know what? I've got to come out and change my life around.
Facts.
I remember.
But then imagine. So okay, let's just say that you come out and change your life around. Cool, yeah. But say you've committed crime or you've been prolific in the area, and then now
I'll move from the area.
No, but just say your name is so big, people know you. Social media, you know how it goes, yeah. People know you. So each area you go, you're catching like
Listen,
beef.
I will go to the forest and live in the forest if I have to. I'll go to Devon. I will go. There's no guys.
You can't afford Devon.
But there's no black people in Devon.
You got it all
Yeah, I will go where the white folk
I
are.
don't think you live on the street because they'll kick you out quickly.
Well, I remember I was speaking to one of the youngers, and basically at the end of the conversation, he was looking at me like I was the biggest waste man. Because I'm like, listen, I am not going to jail, not even for the weekend. I'm not doing it. And he's like, what's the matter with you, man? It's only jail. Like, what's the problem? And I'm like, I don't even understand why. I can't even understand why I'm in this conversation. Why I got to explain to somebody why I don't want to go to jail.
Because they're lost.
But the wickedest thing is that young G went to jail and he came out and come to me. He said, look, Jay,
I go back there.
I ain't go.
But I think it goes to what C's saying in terms of it's that that stigma and that portrayal that image that you have to put out, but the reality is not that.
You don't want to go there,
And
but
it's a cycle that puts you back in
No,
there.
bro.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go to know I didn't want to go.
Yeah, but bro, that's because you probably had the infrastructure. You probably had something that was.
Okay, so what about the ones that have two parents in the household? Let's
I
talk about
can't
them
stand
ones.
those youths.
So you got two parents in the household, but
Don't
they
forget
still have
the private schooling.
no, forget all of that.
Yeah, some of them they got.
go private
Yeah,
school.
some of them are.
I know
They
people
come
that's
from
gone private
affluent
school.
lives, and they.
And there's out there killing on their own.
Again, social media. The gang culture life has become admirable for these guys. So it's something for them to actually look up to. I want to be in that lifestyle. I want to experience it. I want to know this is.
Why do you want to live in fear?
No,
I
but
just don't
do
understand
you know
it.
the reason why? Because it gets views, it gets popularity.
Well,
It unfortunately makes them money now. It makes them famous. Do you know what I mean?
Killing someone?
Yeah, of course it does.
Well, I've had friends where they're basically their parents would be giving them money, and that's the money they're picking up with, or their parents are buying them cars when they get to a certain age. Imagine that all you got to do to get a car is just get to a certain age. Like I haven't known that lifestyle. But these kids are doing these things, having these things, and still going out and doing road stuff.
Because it's attractive.
In America, there's an ex NFL player. He's called Michael Irvin. Yes, obviously he made his millions playing NFL. His son grew up and wanted to be a rapper, so he's doing gangster rap, innit? So Michael Irvin's gone on this show. He's on First Take. I think it was First Take anyway. So he said, "Yeah, now my son's out there rapping like a clown. You grew up in a mansion." So he look at his son out there. So you grew up in a mansion. My man's gone on, I think, Art of Dialogue or one of them things. So his son's gone on the Art of Dialogue, he's doing an interview. He's gone, "Listen, man, the house wasn't even that big. I can't even."
The house wasn't even that big.
He said some square footage. So obviously, no, it's not 50 Cent's mansion. But it's a 5-bedroom or whatever it is. So he's gone, "Yeah, nah, the house wasn't even that big."
It didn't have an ensuite. Hey, well, even on a smaller level, I remember my son, he was talking to one of his cousins, and they was talking about how much pocket money they get. And my son was like, "Yeah, I get £20." And then the kids, they both come over to be like, "Can you believe Jason gets £20 a week pocket money?" And Jason's like, "Yeah, can you believe it's only £20?" Bro, so it just goes to show, bro, regardless of what you got, these kids are ungrateful, man.
Yeah, ungrateful.
Big time.
I mean, the kids' jaws hit the ground thinking Jay's getting £20. And my son's like, "Yeah, can you believe it's only £20?"
Bro, these kids are the most ungrateful kids you can ever know in this life. Trust me. I don't want to go into it. They're ungrateful, man. We got to pray for them. That's all, isn't it?
You got to pray for them.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's scary out there.
Yeah.
It's actually scary out there.
Yeah.
Well, my son, I believe he's growing up middle class. You know, he has after school activities, he has extra curricular activities, he gets tutored, regular holidays, he goes to the theatre.
If you don't know, yes, your son's growing up middle class.
Yeah, but I'm talking to the people that don't know.
Oh no, I said I think he's growing up.
Okay.
Yeah, I know he's growing up.
But even then, middle class can still get drawn in, can still get sucked into that.
100%.
You're not far from.
Well, right now, there's 2 layers of protection. There's a 2-parent household, and he's growing up in a different class.
In an area.
And third, a different area. So we can only do what we can do. Okay, if they're gonna go off and do foolishness, that's aside from.
It's less likely to do foolishness if those.
Obviously, like me and my son's father are not together, but we're still a 2-parent household. We're not together, but I have my son, he has his son. We work together to ensure that, you know.
So that goes there. So he's covered. Amen.
There was
But is that not amen? We need parents. Dads need to be on their kids.
I did see something the other day that it's not about the quantity of time that a parent, I think especially my dad, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of time, innit?
Yeah.
So again, I grew up with my parents went together. I was at my dad's every weekend, and it was the quality of time and the quality of information that he gave me, not the quantity. So
Yeah.
Well, one thing that surprised me is my son quotes me. I hear him say, "Yeah, my dad told me X Y X Y," and I thought, I don't know why, but I thought that was a lot for me. I'm thinking, now that was that.
That's good, because that means he's listening.
Yeah, because more time I don't even think he is listening. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, but like you said, the exposure of me is a thing as well.
But yeah, just to say, obviously we're talking about the problems in the black community. But I was looking at some numbers today, and just to say that obviously it sounds like we're talking about a lot of people, and it feels like a lot of people. But the statistics are, so for every 1,000 people done by ethnicity, every 1,000 people, for black people, it's 20 arrests for every 1,000 people. So you're talking about 2% of the population that you're talking about. For white people, it's 9. So it's almost half in terms of black people. So it goes back to what you're saying. So obviously, I think in the media, they're portraying it as black people are doing all the crime. It's not doing all the crime, but there's an overrepresentation of the crime. But when I was looking into the numbers a bit deeper. So when you break down black, because obviously just black as a whole, when you break it down, black UK, black Caribbean was 22 in every 1,000 get arrested. I said black Africans are 13. So you don't have to manipulate the numbers that much for it to be almost double the arrests for black Caribbean versus black African. So that one stood out for me still.
Well, we can give the black Africans a round of applause. You get me?
Well, that goes back to what I said last week. They're more
really
structured in their household. They've got more morals. Most of their parents are still together. And listen, your mum will kill you.
I know.
Your mother will kill you.
Most of my friends, their mums and their parents,
they don't play. They don't play.
It's just the mums, or the dads ain't around, but the mums are strict. Maybe the dad died or something, but the mums are strict. It's a cultural thing, innit, sometimes. But I know a lot of Caribbeans that are very strict and very grounded and have morals. You can't even smoke weed around them. Do you know what I mean?
I think, but
academic as well.
With the Caribbean people, we have to generalize because we don't know every household, so we have to generalize. But with the Caribbeans, I think we're big on the morals and respect, but I don't think we're as big on the education as our African counterparts.
What? I don't know about that.
I mean, as Africans, and bro, I'm talking about a continent here. So as I say Africans, I'm generalizing like crazy. But their hopes for their child is a doctor, is a lawyer, is a, you know what I mean? We
don't really know nothing.
Graduation.
We don't really know something like gangster in Africa. It's not really gangster. It's like you have like cultists, you have people that do different stuff, but you don't really have like a gangster. Like there's not such thing as like a bad man gangster. Like it's not, the whole community will come and beat you up. You know what I mean? It's not really like that over there. It's just education. Because the poverty is real, isn't it? Like the country's been like drained of its natural resources. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's certain rural areas that people don't even have electricity. Imagine in this day and age, they don't have electricity. Do you get what I'm saying?
So their focus
ain't the trivial things that we think about. You know what I mean? It's like they always say, you act bad here, they send you back home. Yeah, I know. I've got a lot of cousins that they've sent back home. They've come back here. They're different human beings. They're go-getters. Their mind is focused. You know what I mean?
Even saying like with Jamaicans as well.
Same thing. Yeah,
send them back. I think
come back different.
Back in the day, it was probably effective. Now, I don't know. Come back.
It depends on where you send it, though.
No. Before you get sent back to the Caribbean, but we don't. No one's getting sent back.
But you know what? My cousin sent her son back quite recently, and he's just come back, and he's actually a different child.
See.
Like he actually helped him.
They'll flog him, man. Differently. If you mess around there, they'll flog you, bro.
I think that is a big.
So as long as you're sending them to the right family member as well, and you know they're instilling what they need to when he's there.
I think that's an aspect of it as well. I think we don't have that culture of sending.
I don't know who I would send. Who am I sending?
It's discipline.
Who am I sending my child to in Jamaica?
It's not even that.
The same people that's been robbing you.
I'll send to Cleo. Yeah, she don't play.
Just discipline, man.
So he's saying if we send our kids back to Jamaica, they'll be on the phone ringing America talking about they won the lottery. Them scammer kids.
Scammer them. No, I think it would work. I don't think Jamaica's the best place to send them. I think there's other islands in the Caribbean.
Listen, all I've got to say to my son is, you're going to your dad's. I will ship you off to your dad's. And he behaves himself. So
Dad will punch him up.
His dad will punch him up.
Yeah.
And not mean that his dad will punch him up because he's never been like that, but he's very strict.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, one thing, I don't know about this middle generation of kids running around with these zombie knives or whatever, but the kids that we're talking about, only words changed their effect. We needed to be beaten. I was beaten. We were beaten. And we had to be beaten.
Hey, look at you pointed out. You said you was beaten.
Yeah, because I know.
She was beaten.
I know her mum. So yeah,
I used to beat her.
so we were beaten. But I think these kids now, even though on top of the fact that we're not allowed to beat them, but you don't need to beat them now. The words work on them.
Do you know what it is? There's no respect because with my growing up, I would never swear in front of my mum, even till my big age now. I would never swear in front of her. That's the respect I have for her. But these children, listen, the things I hear them saying in front of their parents, they don't care.
The kids will try and fight you. They'll call
if
police.
my mum says be home for 8 p.m, I gotta be home for 8 p.m.
Yeah.
The kids now, all 1 a.m. They're still not home.
But then I think that's another factor where going back to we're now 3rd, 4th generation British, and we are British. So them things you're talking about, the swearing, the staying out, that is British culture.
Speak for yourself. I'm still 1st generation.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
With my mum, but I'm not used to this shit.
The Caribbean are 1-2 generations. Typically ahead of both. So we are 1 or 2 generations more British than the average African child.
Do you know what? It's tiny things, you know, because both of my children, my son and my daughter, you know, when we was coming up, if your mum was walking and it was like a doorway or whatever, you know to just run. Like, don't be in the doorway when your parents are. Do you know what I mean? My kids would like be trying to squeeze past me or barge, even barge past me or whatever, and I'm thinking to myself, what is this? What? So if they win the barge, are they? What do they?
They're kicking
Do they rule the house now? Do you know what I mean? So now I've got to overexert whatever it is I'm doing. Like basically, I'm barging them. They're flying out. They're flying out the way. And then imagine they've got an argument with me now, like to be like, "What are you doing that for?" And I think to myself, "Big man, you just sized up to me in my yard. Like, what are you doing?"
Yeah, the kids today are
mad.
They're different because.
Let me give you another one then, because this one cracked me up. I remember, you know, when you're younger, your parents will grab your head and turn it in the direction they want you to go. So I've grabbed JR's head now, and I've turned it. I said, "Listen, go that way." He's gone that way now, but then he's thought to himself, "Hold on, man, I don't like this." So he's come back to me. He said, "Dad, how would you like if I did it to you?" And he's gone and grabbed my head. Turn my head.
That's cheeky.
Bro, I spun him around, I showed my hand to God.
Clapped
him on his bum. I said, "Now go to your bed."
Straight, man.
Go to your bed.
Hey, I said, "Now go to your bed." So he's gone to his bed now, and then
cheeky.
But his mum's gone in there to go and have a little quiet word with him. Because obviously she's vexed with me because I've clapped her son now, you know.
Not it's your son as well, though.
Yeah, but bro,
in that moment, it's my child.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. When anybody claps a mum's son, they don't care who the hell it is. My son's been attacked. Do you know what I mean? So she's gone in there like, "Listen, I know, you know, I did see the slap and it did look a bit whatever, but you know, you shouldn't really be doing that to your dad and whatever. And I think to myself, "Nah, I'm sure she's snaking me out, right?" Because you're supposed to be on my side. What the hell are you even doing?
For?
How have you grabbed your dad's head? Have you lost your mind? That's what she should have been going in there and saying. But she's like, "Nah, I know, you know, do you know what I mean, Jay? Like, just next time, breathe." Imagine that she's giving him coping mechanisms like not to attack me. You You know, next time breathe
Fam.
and don't. You know what I mean?
The violations from the kids. Mad. But we got all stories, man. We could all.
But yeah, I think with children as well, they know innit what they can get away with. They're gonna try a thing like JR knows. Don't do that to your dad next time. Don't touch your dad.
No, but that, he knows because he moved to him. Not moved to him.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you know what I mean?
because
He put him on,
No,
yeah.
100%.
The thing is, with today's society as well, we can't beat our children anymore.
Bro, I did not hold back
We
with that
cannot
clap.
beat our children. Like,
God knows.
growing up, we used to get beat. We used to get everything. Yeah,
The cool
and
police
that's why
on you,
we
know.
respect our parents now. Yeah, the kids today, they don't get beat. They don't get none of that. So they don't have no respect.
That was telling me
I
this
remember one
week.
time my mom got so mad when I came back late. She didn't know what else to do. She bit me.
Hey, listen, we're talking about how to fix black and black.
She's put fried plantain, fried on my forehead. Like, yeah, when she was angry.
This sounds like abuse.
No. She just put it. She said, "Do this, boy." Like, because
Listen.
I used to go out, come back late. You know how it is, man. On the end.
Yeah, you gotta get no.
Yeah,
I was in primary school.
No, but the point that we're making
Yeah,
is
the point.
you've got to win. When your kids challenge you, you got to win, and any means necessary.
It's true, like,
Any means
I birthed
necessary.
you, innit? So if I want to clap you up and
Now, if your child's moving to you gotta. Jesus Christ.
and a lot of children are moving to their parents.
What do you mean? Of course.
Or what their mothers, I should say, because a lot of them
Standard.
come from broken homes. So it's just the
Standard.
mum having to deal with this angry child,
Standard.
probably because she kept the dad from him.
Oh my
No, but that's how.
So-
No, but that's you said the right thing though. You said the right thing. It's not.
Moral of the story: if you don't want your kid to move to you, don't keep them away from their dads.
Call the dad or send them to their dad.
Man,
no, but
no, but to fix these problems though, I am racketing on about it's taken two to raise your child.
takes the whole village.
Be in the highest class possible. Obviously, I grew up in a I don't even know what class we grew up in. Is it working class?
Working class.
What? But is there a class lower than working class?
No, working
Lower
class is enough.
Yeah. So obviously, yeah. So classism is a factor. Two-parent household is a factor, and time. What the time you spend with your children, how you spend it with them. What you said was important. The quality of the time is important as well.
Yeah, like latching on to what their interests, pouring into that. If you've got to spend the money, you just got to spend the money, like, because they get bored. So when they get bored now they want to be on the roads doing.
But
Nothing
we
great.
keep bringing it back to money. Is it money?
Yeah, of course, money's in.
Money's also listen. Some of these after school club activities,
Jesus.
whatever,
Christ.
they cost money.
Jason's taekwondo is £70 a month, and it's busting my head. I'm not gonna
If
lie.
you don't have that extra, some people don't even have that extra income for food, let alone having to send their child to football club or to send their child to music or whatever. So it does take a toll if you can't afford it.
Yeah, no, the leading causes for crime or people leading to crime is obviously finances, education, and child abuse. So being abused as a child, whether it's physical or sexual. So yeah, they're the three leading factors.
Right, so what can we control here?
So you can control all three. It's obviously economics. That's your job as a parent to try and level yourself up economically. Education is putting that attention on education. We touched on in African culture, putting more focus on education.
Yeah, and
It's showing up
the
to
school
parents.
system. The school system is not enough for education. You have to go extra and all out for your child, because what they teach you in school is no good.
Yeah, and I think that's a lacking culture in the Caribbean culture. Education is school's part of it. It's only part of it. It's not that
We have to put in the
school
extra.
can't be the whole story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every kid needs tuition. Every kid.
But I mean, it's 2025 now. Tuition is available on phones.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
available
free
in
online.
books, libraries. So it's the time. So it's not education. It's not about the money. Money is brilliant to have when it comes to education, but it's time.
No, but then I think education, he's right, it is money because your kid going to a normal grammar school or your kid going to Dulwich College in Dulwich Village. Do you know what I mean? That's a difference. Or your
And
kid going to
even going back to what you're saying as well about money, parents that are working the two jobs do not prioritize sitting down and doing this education stuff with their children. They are tired.
But the maddest thing is, you don't have to give your children time. You don't have to put time because even without the job, you don't even know how to do the books. If I open up a maths book, I can't help my child do it.
Listen,
it's not.
some of them
it's
maths he
telling-
comes home with, I'm just like, huh?
You can buy a child a book, a maths book. Rip out the answers. The answers in the back. Do the book. Bring it when you've done it. Bring it to me, and I can look at the answers at the back of the book.
But that's Jay. You've got you. Are you overlooking what I've said? I'm tired,
Jay.
No. Do you know how tired I am? I don't think you understand.
Do the book.
Oh yeah.
Jay,
how can you say you can't be?
You can't be tired.
How can you be too talented?
No.
No, tell your son. Do
God
this book. Do 5 pages.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I'm not talking about me, but I very much can understand these nurses, these people that work long shifts. Yes, I hear them. They ring their kids. Have you done the book? Have you done this? Have you done that?
You know what's crazy?
They're not there enough
Yeah, but they need to have the 2-parent household, bro. Because if the mum and dad is coming back when they're working at a certain time, it's a partnership, it's a tag team. The dad handles certain things, the mum handles certain things.
Yeah.
Or the child goes to the dad on the weekend, like Shah said, and she can tell the dad, oh yeah, make sure he does his book, please, because he's been moving a bit mad. You get what I'm saying? And then he does it, and has he done it? Do you know what I mean? So it's a partnership.
Putting the time in.
Yeah.
All these things, all these
So
conversations.
the time when you're on your
nuanced.
phone scrolling on social media, the time that you could be checking that paperwork. for your child.
Yeah.
All these conversations are they're nuanced. So everyone's situation is going to be slightly different.
We're the problem, like you said last time with Central C. Remember, we're the problem.
But yeah, no, we are the problem. So
Yeah, we are.
Jay, so cool. Say if you've told your child to do the book and they haven't done it, and for this factor and that factor, it's difficult to do it. But at least you've done.
Yeah.
If you ain't got the book in the yard, you ain't told the child to go to the library.
Yeah.
People are making excuses before they've done it.
Yeah, that's true.
If someone sits to you and says, "I've done this, I've done that, I've done that," you go, "Right, cool." Yeah. But when someone's saying, "I can't do that because," and they haven't even tried this and tried that.
Yeah. Well, what Jerome said is you got no excuse.
No, in this
I
day and
think
age.
we just live in a world of excuses. Everyone's got an excuse for everything.
It's not you got excuses for the results, but there's no excuse for the effort. There's no excuse for the effort. You have to be able to say you tried this and that and it didn't work.
Nah, Jay,
Not that I can't try it because this and that.
Yeah, because I've worked too many jobs.
Jay, as I said, you can phone your child and say, make sure you do blah 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 blah. Cool. If they don't do it, then that's another conversation. That's cool. But if you have not told your child to do this and that, if you've not told your child you have to go library, if you ain't told them like simple things, you ain't told them
because they're just not going to do it free will. They are not doing it free will. They'll either be on the PlayStation, whatever.
So you don't have to make excuses for people, and they have to make excuses for themselves. All they need to say is what they did do.
And that's what takes it back to being accountable. Everyone has to be accountable for everything they do in their life, because everyone's got an excuse. But if I know that I haven't poured in that energy with my son, then I'm accountable for that.
Yeah, but a lot of us are making a lot of crazy mistakes because we're talking about a one child, a two child. Some people have 4 kids and it's overwhelming. See, there's no talk for that. That's another episode.
There's no talk for that because
I've got there's 6 of us, and we all grew up fine, and my mum done a good job raising all of us. So again, that's another excuse. Because if you're pushing that 6 pick me, you must know what you're doing.
I just feel like sometimes God's blessings is just over some families and not over the rest, you know. Because
it's if you align yourself.
It's not even about cutting it out.
You have to
but when you're saying it, you love busting up like it's funny. It's not funny.
I'm saying it like
it's not funny.
I'm saying it like
people are depressed.
Yeah, and I feel like it's weird. I
never understand. Like when people talk about their fans and how much they hate them, I think, what? I don't know that life. That is not my life.
Yeah, I think it's weird. Like,
But some people are not fortunate, are not blessed to have, you know, a loving family.
Jesus Christ.
And that loving family is also the people that's going to help you get through life and help you raise your children and keep these kids off the street
Madness.
and pull you up if you try to be a broken home.
Give thanks and praise.
Every time. Every time.
But we didn't even touch on the elders grooming the kids because you're part of the problem. You've
Alright,
got
go
these big ass men. Yeah, you're grown now. You're probably like in your 50s, and you're grooming children to sell your shit, and even your own children. You're grooming, and then they're dying, and then you're crying. Why are you crying for? Why are you crying when they get killed? Because it's your fault.
I think that's the education thing as well, though.
What?
So some of these adults are only adults by name. They're big kids. They don't know. They're ignorant. They've got a lack of understanding what's outside of whatever is going on.
That's an excuse.
Yeah, it's true,
That's
but
like an excuse.
I don't know.
You're
I don't
50
think
now.
ignorance.
You are 50.
It's a business model.
5 years old, 50. 50, 50. He's 50.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're old.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ignorance. I think it's a business model.
Yeah.
You know, you put youngers
Child
in
labour,
because
innit?
it's child labour. You put children in because they're less at risk of getting big sentences.
Yeah.
They can carry the big weight and get shorter sentences.
Pay
It's
them
a
less as
business
well.
model. It's the opposite of ignorance.
And they target vulnerable children.
You know
Children
exactly
that
what
have
you're doing.
autistic children that are in homes, from broken homes. They target all them ones because they're vulnerable. They see that they don't really have that family unit. They don't have anyone that cares for them. So they target them ones because they know they can groom them ones in because they ain't got no money. They ain't got nothing.
You know what? I think these conversations, we all try and there's no solutions for you to fix it all. I think everyone, as an individual person, you have to look at your what you
Do
can
you know what
control,
it is? Do you know
your
what it is?
circle and
You're right, Jerome, but some of these kids actually want to do it. Like, when I was that age, I actually wanted to do it. Like, nobody groomed me. Like, no diddy. You get what I'm saying? Nobody groomed me. I wanted
You just wanted to be in that life.
No, I wanted to have money. You understand what I'm saying? I wanted to be able to do stuff, and my friends was doing it. We was all the same age. We was young. I was like, what, 14, 15? You know what I mean? We was doing that. We was going country. We was doing, you know what I mean? Some of us would go by ourselves and build our own lines at 15, you know what I mean? So we was out there at that young age, and it wasn't no older grooming us. Maybe the older might get food from the older or whatever, but it was never like the older grooming us. Some kids are just, they think for themselves and they just advanced. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then the elders are there to obviously nurture them and guide them in the right path, where they don't, because they want to make money as well. So it's a dog eat dog world out there, man.
yeah, no, that's it. It's a concrete jungle, and
Yeah,
the
man.
fact that them things are option, it's not, them things ain't an option for everyone. Going country and building lines, that's music.
But do you know how hard it is to build a line? Like, people think it's just easy to just go. Do you know how hard it is to build a line? That is transferable skills. If you can build, now facts. If you can build a line, you can build a company. You can build a business from ground up.
Imagine if you're saying, yeah, I built 2 lines.
You can
I built one in Manchester.
Yeah, I built one in there. So you can literally go to an area and start a business.
No, 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
But
Like, that's the way we got to look at it. Do you know what I mean? Because yeah, it's not easy. Go around numbers, blah. It's
full business. Business is as simple
how do you
as
even know
buying
who
and
to
selling.
approach?
This is what I'm trying to say to you. So it's trial and error you're doing. So it's like,
Let's say, do you want to buy this? Whoop!
but do you know?
Come with me, son.
But a lot of people go to jail like that.
Of course.
This is something you're saying that's real. Yeah, a lot of people go to jail.
Because they're shot into them.
We worked on a film about working and going country and all of that called Trapping. Yeah, man, look it up.
I see. Okay. So is that Nicky? You and Nicky?
Yeah.
I say no more. Cool.
Abracadabra
Was it?
was the lead for that.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, man, just stay away from drugs, man, and just Just build businesses,
Stop,
man.
stop killing your black people, man.
Yeah, stop killing your black people, man, and just spread love, man. And let's unite, man. That's the only
Let's
way we can
unite.
make it out. Yeah. Let's
Like the
unite.
Jewish community.
Yeah.
Stick
Chinese,
together.
yeah.
Do you know how powerful? And that's what. Do you know how powerful we would be as black people if we stuck together?
Yeah.
Listen, and that's why the white people keep us down because they know.
Yeah.
They know how powerful we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why they have to show us that. Well, they have to brainwash us and make us think that we're so wicked and we're so.
Yeah.
We don't have nothing. We come from nothing because
Yeah.
we come from slavery.
Yeah.
Shut up, man.
Yo, let's big up the subscribers. We are growing. Yeah, man. Tell your friend to tell a friend. Like, subscribe. Put some comments in the comment section. There's been loads of stuff that we've been speaking about,
man.
and I'm sure you lot got some stuff to say. Let's talk in the comment
Yeah,
section.
man. Put some respect on our name, man.
Added Value Podcast.
Love, peace, big up.
Peace.
Lord,